Tisztelt honvédelmi miniszter, tisztelt excellenciás, hölgyeim és uraim, kedves barátaim! Megtiszteltetés számomra, hogy ma itt üdvözölhetem Önöket ezen a csodálatos és történelmi rezidencián. Ma ünnepeljük ő-felsége a királynői születésnapját. Ez az első ünnepség a járvány kezdete után. Ez egy nagyon különleges alkalom, mert idén ünnepeljük ő-felsége platina jubileumát. Ez az alkalom arra is szolgál, hogy megünnepeljük az Egyesült Királyság és Magyarország közötti szoros kapcsolatokat. Nagyon örülök, hogy ma itt üdvözölhetem tíz vendégünket, Szolai Bobrovnicki Kristóf, honvédelmi miniszter urat. Köszönöm, hogy elfogadta a meghívásunkat. Kérem, engedjék meg, hogy az egyszerűség kedvéért továbbban angolul folytassam. Ministers, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, my wife Vicky and I would like to welcome you to the residence for the celebration not only of Her Majesty's birthday, but a very special occasion, her Platinum Jubilee. I would like, in particular, to welcome our guest of honour, Mr. Krzysztof Szolai Bobrovnicki, Hungary's new Minister of Defence. It is an honour to have Your Excellency here today to take part in this celebration. This celebration would not have been possible without our platinum sponsors, Diageo, the British International School Budapest, Danubius Hotels, Joe Malone, Menzies Aviation, the Budapest British International School, Shell, Tesco and Vodafone. And I would also like to thank all of our other sponsors. And we also have a green partner this year, Composity. Their stand is around. You'll be able to see their innovative work. I would in particular like to thank Miss Lila Samel for her wonderful rendition of the national anthems. I think she deserves a round of applause. Above all, I'd like to thank my team for all their hard work in making the residence look so special today. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for all their hard work over the past couple of years in the most challenging of circumstances. I am indebted to them. And finally, I'd like to thank you, my guests, for being here. For if you weren't here, we wouldn't have a party. So, this year's celebration is a special one. It is not only the first celebration of Her Majesty's birthday since 2019, a result of the pandemic, but we also celebrate 70 years of her reign. It is also the first such celebration since we left the European Union. The United Kingdom is now forging new relationships with our European friends, and foremost amongst them is Hungary. In the past 12 months, the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, has met twice with his counterpart, Viktor Orban, and we've had a range of other high-level engagements. This reflects the strength of the relationship. It's a relationship based on developing our prosperity. For example, in the past year, Wizz Air has invested £400 million in the UK, and Unilever has invested £42 million in Hungary. The trade relationship is worth almost £6 billion. This is good, but there's always room for improvement, and I look forward to working with Hungarian and British companies to develop this relationship. It is also a relationship based on strong people-to-people links. I'd like to thank my Hungarian friends for their help in ensuring the rights of British citizens under the EU withdrawal agreement were protected and observed. And to thank them for welcoming so many British tourists who are now starting to return with the worst of the pandemic hopefully behind us. I would also like to thank my colleagues in the British Council who work with my embassy to develop and promote educational links between our two countries. It's also a relationship based on ensuring each other's security. We are both members of NATO. This is more important than ever. Not far from here, on Hungary's border, we are witnessing a struggle where one country has launched an unprovoked attack on its neighbour. The resistance and courage of the Ukrainian people in the face of this aggression is both awe-inspiring and humbling. It is also a lesson to all of us that we need to stand united in the face of such aggression, an assault on another country's sovereignty, whose very right to exist is being challenged. The United Kingdom will continue to support Ukraine together with our NATO partners. All this reflects the continuing strength of the UK, promoting not only security but also prosperity as a permanent member of the UN Security Council and as a member of the G7. However, now I want to focus unashamedly on Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth. The 6th of February 2022 marked 70 years of her reign. She is our longest reigning monarch, tracing a line going back over 1,000 years. The Platinum Jubilee is an event the like of which none of us will ever see again. During her reign, the UK has undergone massive change. The Britain of February 1952 was a completely different place to the Britain of today, socially, culturally, economically, even imperially. Sir Winston Churchill was Prime Minister. Harry Truman was the US President. Stalin was in power. There was still rationing. That continued until 1954. The England football team thought it was the best in the world until they came up against the magical Magyars, the Aron Chopot, the following year and suffered their first ever home defeat to continental opposition, losing 6-3. I thought that'd go down well. It is true to say that the change the UK has experienced in this time is hard to comprehend, with the retreat from empire, the emergence of a multicultural society, far-reaching economic, social and cultural change, and a technological and scientific revolution which has made the world smaller but added greater complexity to all of our lives. In all this, Her Majesty has provided the one fixed point in a changing age. She is the most potent symbol of continuity the UK has known, providing a counterpoint to far-reaching changes that many have found so bewildering. In doing so, she has modernised the monarchy, adapting it to changing realities, allowing in the daylight and opening it up to greater scrutiny. She has shown a dutifulness and a commitment to her country and her people, providing a balm of institutional continuity. She is also the UK's greatest ambassador. As head of the Commonwealth, she has played a unifying role for its 53 members. She also projects soft power better than anyone else, as shown in her popularity abroad, especially in Europe, and in such staunchly Republican countries as France and the United States. However, I would say that Her Majesty's greatest achievement has been to prove the value of constitutional monarchy. And the monarchy has itself come in for close examination. Not only has it survived, it has thrived. Much of the credit for this is down to Her Majesty's hard work and her unswerving commitment to her sense of duty. I'd like to end by quoting from the London Times on the day our Queen became our longest reigning monarch in 2015. Her Majesty brought stability to the monarchy after the turbulence of the 1930s and has since been a symbol of stability in a turbulent world. The sure footing of life in the United Kingdom, the sense of an unbroken past linking us through the generations, is owed in no small part to Queen Elizabeth II, the moderniser of monarchy. Minister, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, please raise your glasses. God save the Queen.